Hello, my name is Dan Johnson and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new 15th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver, which has just been released from Character Options. Now this will set you back £40. This is also the deluxe version. I believe that there will be a standard version at some point, if there isn't already and I've just missed it, that will be coming out, that presumably, if it's anything like the 14th Doctor one, because this is the deluxe, will be a sort of less metallic look to it and be a little bit more plasticky. I mean, don't get me wrong, this has this sort of nice sort of sheen to it, as you can see as I'm reflecting it against the light, but it is very, very plastic. The box itself is the standard universal look for Doctor Who things nowadays, with the logo on the side and stuff like that. But what I have noticed that's quite new is this sort of holographic thing at the bottom that probably won't show up very well on the camera. But it has the Doctor Who logo, and then it sort of shifts and will be a TARDIS depending on how you look at it. That's quite a nice detail. But let's take a look at the sonic screwdriver itself. What's quite unique about this sonic screwdriver is that it's a completely different shape to all of the others. I mean, how on earth am I going to fit it over there? I have no idea where this is going to go. So you have a sort of tablet version, and then with this you can use it as you normally would with the buttons and everything like that, and 3 lights turn on. So I've got this sort of monocle thing on the side, which then you can move out and it will make a bunch of noise at you, and shine some lights. But this is quite a nice little play feature, I think, where you can kind of like eye up things and sort of scan things, and there's just a little bit more of an interesting shape to it, which I quite like. And while I'm talking about some other features, if you press a button that's higher up, it pops out this little monocle thing, another one, which I will do now. It's very fast. Take a kid's eye out. I like that once again you can hold it up to your eye, you can have a look through the thing which is slightly magnified. You can also turn on the sonic screwdriver at the same time, and it adds a sort of holographic effect to it, which is quite nice. I love the way that it slides back in, because it slides in perfectly flush. And if I can get a good angle on it, then make it pop out. It's so hidden and so quick with that little concealing patch there. It's absolutely brilliant. This is just one mode, of course, so you can slide it down either way, left or right, whatever takes your fancy. Set it down and you end up like this. Down here we have some more little buttons that don't do anything, but we have a little crystal, and that little crystal glows consistently. I think it's a bit like the Star Wars lightsabers, where they have to go on a quest, like that episode of Clone Wars, and they go on a quest and they find their crystal for their lightsabers, and the color depends on like the kind of Jedi they are and stuff like that. It's a very similar thing where this is almost like the power source of the sonic screwdriver. It sits in my hand really well. It's very fun just to sort of fiddle around with all the little features it has. It's a really nice sonic screwdriver. I don't think the show has given it proper justice yet. At the minute, it's always been concealed by people's hands for the most part, where it's been quite difficult to show off properly. You know, I was a little bit skeptical of what I thought about this sonic screwdriver initially. I thought, well, why is it the size of like a cowpole spoon or anything like that? But now that I've got it in hand, it's a really fun reimagining of what a sonic screwdriver can look like, because we have all of those back there, you know, as I was talking about earlier. But all of them are more or less the same sort of cylindrical shape. These, to do something different, to do something a bit out of the box and to be far more alien, is a lot of fun to play with, and a lot of fun to hold in my hand. Anyway, so what do you think of the 15th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver? Put it down in the comments below. Let me know if you've actually bought this yourself, whether you were like me and a little bit skeptical, but now that you have it in your hands, it feels a lot more fun to play with. I'm afraid there's no podcast on the 5th this month, but I do have something else coming out on that day, so be on the lookout. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you soon.